What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Frank Presents the Play Call. On this call today is me, Bree, and June. How's everybody doing on this good Sunday?
Good. I wish I could nap, but I have back-to-back podcasts.
The life of a podcaster, right? June, how you feeling, brother?
I need to get paid for it now.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, feeling good, man. Feeling good. Um, well rested. Back on the grind tomorrow all over again.
Yeah, tomorrow's big. Layla starts school tomorrow. She starts kindergarten tomorrow. So
Oh,
Ava starts her last day of senior year, you know what I'm saying? So, her first day of senior year. So it's gonna be interesting tomorrow. It's gonna be good to go. It's good to be home. Been traveling so much that I barely know where the fuck I'm at half the time. So Florida was good. It was real good. Got ate up by the pool. Hot tub, man.
Yeah, it looked real good.
Oh,
Shoot.
I'll tell you about it after the show. But yeah, man. So look, let's go ahead and get it started, man. We're a week away, almost a week away, right? Like not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, we have football coming on. Thursday, September 5th is going to be the first game of the season. Today, actually, or tomorrow, the rosters have to be set. So teams are going to have their 53-man rosters already set and ready to go. So it's going to be a good day. A lot of fantasy drafts going on all over. So when Bree gets back, we're going to get started. She got the topics, and we're going to go.
yeah, I left my phone.
Yeah, so you can take it away, Bree.
Alrighty, so first, excuse me. So we never did our picks for week 3 of the preseason, but I'll recap the scores of week 2 and week 3.
Yeah. I'm going to have a drink, y'all. I'm not going to lie. I have a drink. I'm going to have a drink. So if anybody want to join me, feel free. I know Bree's too early over there.
Let me grab my drink then. I wasn't even going to drink today, but
I wasn't either.
I'm lying, man. He always say that.
I mean, I wasn't, but at this point, I ate. I feel good. We are here together, doing what we enjoy doing.
All right, so preseason week 2 on Thursday, the Eagles defeated the Patriots 14-13. On Saturday, August 17th, the Bills. Toby, get away from my coins. Toby put his paws on my bookshelf where my coins are at. But it's because he wants my other little seat, my stool, pushed out so he can jump up here whenever he wants. And leave Ben alone. I don't have anything for you up here, kid. June, I'm good to go?
Yeah, I'm good. I was
Saturday, August 17th, the Bills defeated the Steelers 9-3. The Ravens defeated the Falcons 13-12. The Bears defeated the Bengals 27-3. The Texans defeated the Giants 28-10. The Lions defeated the Chiefs 24-23. The Vikings defeated the Browns 27-12. The Dolphins defeated the Commanders 13-6. The Colts defeated the Cardinals 21-13. The Titans defeated the Seahawks 16-15. The Jets defeated the Panthers 15-12. The Rams defeated the Chargers 13-9. The Jags defeated the Bucks 20-7. The Cowboys defeated the Raiders 27-12. And on Sunday, August 18th, the 49ers defeated the Saints 16-10. And the Broncos defeated the Packers 27-2. So real quick before I do the week 3 scores, June went to the Jags and Bucks preseason game. How was your experience at the game?
it was pretty good, man. I seen there's this guy on the Jags, number 86. I think his name is Tremel, from what I remember. I mean, that guy was just running all over the damn Bucks. And, I'm not a Bucks fan. So looking at and watching the game, he had one drop in the first half. And I was like, dang, that came right out of his hands. I remember telling the friend I was with, and I said, man, that came right out of his hands. And ever since then, this dude caught everything. And it was thrown by Mac Jones. And the experience was cool, and it was cool to see Mac Jones. Mac Jones looked like a starter out there, man. He looked like a starter out there, and the drops and the incompletions that he had, it wasn't even his fault. It was the receivers or the tight ends that just
Yeah.
couldn't, they couldn't come through with the play. But the experience was cool. I mean, it's preseason games, kind of hard to say, but other than that, it was crazy because the score looked a little bit weird, but it was like a lot of short passes, a lot of slants that were coming from the Bucks versus what the Jags were doing. They were actually, they were throwing some more than 10 or 15-yard passes all the time. They weren't afraid to throw the ball, and that was cool. And that was what a lot of the Bucks fans next to me were saying. They were like, "Man, we don't know what our backup quarterback can and can't do because he just keeps throwing a slant. He just keeps throwing a slant." So, but to answer your question, preseason game was cool. Hot as hell out there, and that was that.
I never
was
been
on
to a preseason
Saturday.
game. I think I might have to make a trip one day.
To a preseason game, they're dumb cheap too. They are. And now last week of preseason, week 3. So on Thursday, August 22nd, the Colts defeated the Bengals 27-14. The Bears defeated the Chiefs 34-21. Excuse me.
And I put it out there. If any of you guys come to Jacksonville on a game day, I will pay for your ticket and we'll go to the game. You don't pay for your ticket, I'll pay for your ticket.
I'm not believing that.
Wait a
You know
minute,
what?
like if one of us come out there?
Yeah, if you guys come out here to Jacksonville and it's a home game, I'm gonna pay for your ticket and we'll go to the game.
Nope.
I might have to take you up on that offer.
Nope.
I'm telling you, I'll do it.
Frank, hold on. Let me tell you something. At the end of July, I hit up June and was like, "Yo, June, I just realized there is a Jags home game, preseason game on Saturday. We should go." Yeah. Yep, we should go, yada, yada. June then tells me like, "Oh, I can't go, like I can't go to the game on Saturday, yada, yada, yada." Okay, cool. Saturday, he hits me up and he's like, yeah, I can't go to the game on Saturday, but I'll be at your sister's graduation party on Sunday. All right, cool. He said he can't go. He hits me up on Saturday. He goes, "Guess where I'm going tonight?"
The Jags game. Damn, June.
She let me tell you something about. I wasn't even gonna bring it up, but since you bring it up, now I gotta tell you. No, you told your side. Now I gotta say my side.
Them to the game.
But what? I want to hear this.
So it wasn't like you was going. You got invited to the game.
Yeah, but he got invited to the game. Also, we could have went. Like,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
So
it could have been better communication.
So Frank, let me tell you like what really happened, right? Because she's always gonna give you the cake, but not the icing, right? And let me give you the icing. So yes, that was the plan. Honestly, I wasn't trying to go. And
oh yeah, I forgot.
Anaya
can't go. He said he didn't want to go.
Right. So I was like, "Hey, you know what? I don't want to go." Cool. Anaya hits me up with a text message and said, "Dad, my friend, his dad got 4 tickets to the game." And I said, "Okay." And it's her little friend, her little boyfriend friend, right? We call it friend, not boyfriend. So her little friend and her dad. So I'm like, she ain't gonna go.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it and I was like, dang, if I say no, I'm the worst dad in the nation. Because now, So I said, you know what? Forget it. I'll go. So that's how that ended up happening. And then I get a phone call hey, bro, I got 2 extra tickets. And I was gonna pay for it. Check this out. I
Mhm.
got 2 extra tickets.
He tells me
Do you know? Hold on,
while he
Bree,
was
hold
on
on.
his way to the game.
Hey. That's a fucking lie. So I tell her before the game, because it's before the game.
Yeah,
I
but he
said,
was on
hey,
his way
Bree,
to the
I
game
got
already.
2 tickets to the game. Do you want to go to the game? It's 2 tickets.
Mhm.
I didn't tell her I was paying for these other tickets.
Yeah.
And I was gonna pay for them. I was gonna give them to her. She could go. And
Who was I gonna go with?
I don't know, your mom, sister, maybe, I don't know,
They
your
were going.
brother. I
They were
really don't know.
prepping for the cookout until 1 o'clock that night.
Angie, I don't know. But that was the icing right there, right? I got tickets, I want to go,
Mhm.
really I did it for my daughter. I didn't do it for me. And then I still thought about her anyway, and I was gonna get 2 tickets. And then she said she couldn't go. So I said, you know what? Just give them to
So I
somebody
would
else.
have went if I would have found out a lot sooner. The game started at 7:30. He was on his way to the game around 6:15, and that's when he told me that he got tickets.
Yeah.
That would have been enough time to find somebody and then make it to the game and watch the whole game.
Actually, I told you like around 4. I'm not gonna bring the
It
times
was.
up because I don't do stuff like that. You
Let's
do,
see.
not me. So I'm not
Let's see.
gonna do that. We're on a podcast.
I know. I
So
know.
so Frank, I try to cover mine and more,
Okay.
And I thought my reasoning was pretty legit.
It is a legit reasoning.
But that don't mean she ain't gonna bust your nuts over it.
I was
But
trying to make
don't
up for it
say,
and pay for
but
these other tickets, you know what I mean?
don't say if you're ever in Jacksonville and there's a home game,
That's
because then
different. Like
you
that.
might get hit with the, oh, I don't want to go.
Nah, that was different. Uh, First of all, that was preseason, and number two, honestly, I didn't want to go, but we're talking NFL, we're talking season. Like I said, if you guys are really traveling, I'm telling you now, I'll pay for you guys tickets. We'll go together, and I'll put it out there. Just have a good time.
But you know I'm gonna be
Damn, bro.
there.
5:22 p.m. I got 2 extra tickets to the Jacks game. So which game tonight? I cannot go. LOL. June. LOL. Okay.
Hey, she found out when I found out.
Listen,
What do you want me
An
to do?
hour and a half before the game started.
the next,
God,
but you're gonna
I
be
can't
back.
even
When you gonna
win.
be back in town, Bree?
I don't know.
Are you coming for Thanksgiving?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe because I want to go home for Christmas because I was miserable last Christmas.
Yeah.
But if I go home for Christmas, then I'm not going to go home for Thanksgiving because that's just too expensive.
No, yeah, I would go home for Christmas since you didn't last year. So, June, if she comes home for Christmas, y'all go to a game, bro.
Hey,
And the ticket's probably gonna be cheaper because it's around
Because
Christmas.
if they have a home game.
Yeah, we'll look it up. We'll look it up after the podcast. We can make sure.
Sorry for bringing that on the podcast, Jim. I just thought your statement was funny because you didn't want to go to a game. Maybe because it's just me, he will go with Nikki and Frank to a game.
No, I don't think so.
That
I
June
think
has some type of animosity against me.
no, you're like our little sister.
oh my
It's
goodness.
like, you know what I'm saying? You're like my
Well,
like my daughter in a
we
sense.
can't win. I'll tell you. I am a firm believer that guys can't win.
No,
Guys can't win no matter how good you are to this planet Earth.
I
No,
think
is Bree can't win against June ever.
well, I tell
I
you
can't water the plants. The plant was already done.
I'm thinking this year,
Boy.
after we go to our game, I might see if I go to a Ravens game this year. Since I'm not really moving too much around after October 21st. And then, so I'm going to be in Tampa for the game to come back to Tampa October 31st for a business convention for the
Why don't you
second.
Why don't you go to Orlando for a couple of days so that way you're not flying back and forth?
So we'll talk about it after the podcast. We'll talk about that. Let's go to the first topic. Come on. So week 3.
Okay. So we got to finish week 3.
Yeah.
Real quick. On Friday, the Jags beat the Falcons 31-0. The Bucks beat the Dolphins 24-14. The Raiders and 49ers tied. I don't know if y'all seen that iconic ending to that preseason game. That was a hot mess. On Saturday, Lions beat the Steelers 24-17. The Panthers beat the Bills 31-26. The Packers beat the Ravens 30-7. The Texans beat the Rams 17-15. The Vikings beat the Eagles 26-3. The Chargers beat the Cowboys 26-19. The Jets beat the Giants 10-6. And the Seahawks beat the Browns 37-33. And right now we have Titans leading the Saints 13-7. Saints have the ball on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, I watched Rattler throw the touchdown pass. It was pretty good. He dropped it right in the bucket. It was nice. On the Titans and stuff. And I didn't see the beginning of the game, so I don't know how Levis played. But you know, it is what it is. So I actually enjoy watching some of these games during preseason. You know, I wouldn't watch them before, but now that we record this podcast, not now, we've been recording it. I kind of get involved a little bit just to see, because some teams I think can make a push. Like I was telling Bree earlier, June, until I said I don't know. I would trade for Mac Jones if I'm the Vikings, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. It just have him there at best, you know, because he's not going to play in Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying? But do they have is the head coach in Minnesota offensive guy or defense?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I'm not sure.
Actually, he can go to a couple of teams that could use a good quarterback, a veteran, you know, just to. But I want him to go someplace where they have either great OC or a head coach as an offensive coach to help him out, because we already seen what happened last time. So,
All right, our first topic is the Eagles have agreed to terms on a trade with the Commanders for wide receiver Jahan Dotson and a 5th-round pick in the 2025 draft in exchange for a 3rd-round pick and 2 7th-round picks from the 2025 draft. The trade specifics are the fifth is the only one the Commanders have. The Eagles have 2/3, theirs and Miami's. This pick is the better of them. And the Philly has 4 7s. These picks are the 3rd and 4th of them, so later in the round.
I mean, the Eagles are doing what the Eagles do. You know what I'm saying? They do what they do. They find a person out there. You know, talked about it on Offsides last night, and Pete was like, Frank, it's not a big deal because you don't get rid of players within the division if they're great players. You're not going to give your division rival a great player. Them chilling over there, having a good time. And I said, so one of the things that I heard on TV, and I can't take credit for it, but it brought up a good point, is now how do you stop? Like, a team already getting off the bus going against the Eagles got to think of, oh, we got A.J. Brown. Oh, we got Devontae Smith. Oh, we got Goddard. Now they got Saquon. Saquon stays healthy. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then, oh, by the way, the quarterback can scramble out the pocket and make it do what it do. So who do you game plan for? Yeah, Dotson might have not had the greatest time in Washington. However, I think he could excel with the Eagles because he's not the main threat, you know? There's like 5 other players that they got to worry about before they get to him. So I think it's a good look for the Eagles. I think me personally, that puts the Eagles kind of, I'm not saying the top of the NFC, but it's one of the teams that you got to look out for to beat. They just improved. I mean, defensively, they went and got Devin White. They got a corner. They sewed up what they had to sew up. The only issues with the Eagles is the new offensive coordinator, Jalen learned the playbook and him getting along with Sirianni. That's it. Actually, the team with Sirianni because they were upset with him. But that's my take on it. I think it's good. I think the Eagles are doing what the Eagles do, finding somebody that they can add to the roster to make the team a lot better.
Jim?
I think it was a perfect fit for the Eagles, man. Let me tell you why. So Dotson being a first rounder, right? Being a first rounder, and now he's the number 3, and it's not to say that he's not a number 2. But I mean, he didn't have bad seasons, and in Washington, I just think that he had the seasons that he had based on what they had over there. and it's just unfortunate for Washington at the time. I think if he would have stayed over there, would McLaurin and Dotson be the next, tag team duo in the NFL? Who knows? Especially with Daniels being the quarterback. Now, we did draft Johnny Wilson from Florida State, which he is a big body receiver, 6'6". However, he was injury prone in Florida State. I hope not. So he was injury prone in Florida State, and he is in a concussion protocol right now with us. So I mean, is he bringing those problems that he had in his college career to the NFL? Now he did get drafted. If he would have been healthy and he would have been doing his thing, well, we had drafted Dotson, right? Because that would have been the ultimate question. So bringing Dotson and having Johnny Wilson maybe rest up and show his showcase his skills throughout the season as he gets healthier and a better football player. It's not a bad thing. It's not. It adds depth to our receivers depth chart. And like I said, I'm not knocking Johnny Wilson at all. It's just he's in concussion protocol.
Yeah, so, stop fucking hitting him too hard at practice. You guys are at practice, not in a game.
Well, I mean, he's the only one that was injured as the receivers. So, all I'm saying is, Bree, I'm not knocking our own players. All I'm saying is that with Devontae Parker pulling that damn retirement stunt on us, we had to make sure that our depth was filled.
And I agree with that.
Right now, I think everything it played itself right. I'm not knocking it. I just think that I was looking forward to seeing Johnny Wilson, and then they were like, "Oh, he's not playing."
And you still are going to see him, and he's going to be great. I'm telling you.
No, I'm just telling you why adding him, and because of that reason, it wasn't a bad idea. That's one of the reasons. That wasn't the ultimate reason.
I think y'all. I kind of see
y'all going to be good.
Yeah, I think y'all be. I think it's a good move. Honestly, I think it's a great move what they did, and I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to see this. I know I'm a Patriots fan, but I'm a football fan first, and I just want to see good competition. There's a lot at stake this year. These teams got to stop one from 3-peating. You know what I'm saying? One team. That's all they got to do. So AFC's got to be ready. NFC's got to be ready. I'm super excited. I'm ready to see it. What's up, Bree? You got it.
Okay. So I took this picture. I was watching the speak. I was live streaming on Twitch and watching the speak. Shout out to everyone who came into my live stream. I had about 47 people watching, interacting with me as they were listening, and then we would have discussions. So one topic, shout out to the speak, is the Lamar Jackson criticism valid? Lamar tweeted that he really don't care about his critics, but on the speak, they feel like he doesn't get criticized as much as he needs to when it comes to the playoffs versus the regular season. Now, they stated that Lamar Jackson, they asked the question of should Lamar Jackson get as much criticism in the postseason the same way Dak Prescott does. So they posted the postseason's career and playoffs with Lamar and Dak. Lamar's 2-4, Dak is 2-5. Completion percentage, Lamar is at 57.4, Dak is at 64.5. Total touchdowns, Lamar is at 9, Dak is at 18. Turnovers, Lamar is at 9, Dak is at 7. Sacks, Lamar got sacked 26 times, and Dak got sacked 15.
Good Lord.
You want to go first, June, or what?
But
I'll tackle it.
Second part to it as well. So should Lamar Jackson get criticized as much as Dak does in a postseason? And do you think because he has 2 MVPs under his belt, the criticism should be a lot louder?
The question is going to answer the first. The second question is going to answer the first. Yes, and because of that sole reason, it's why he should be held a little bit more accountable than Dak. Because if that's what you bring to the table, then that's what the expectations are, especially as an MVP. I mean, you brought us much. I'm not I'm not gonna say drama in the sense where I'm trying to create some type of shade, but he's brought as much drama about contract just like Dak has. So when you bring that much noise in regards to that, then the expectations are going to be there. And when you add the icing on the cake of being the two-time MVP, that expectation is going to be there. I mean, we critique Dak all the time, all the time. I mean, I'm a sole critiquer of Dak, and it's crazy. And I mean, shit, he pissed me off when year I had him on fantasy, but the hell he did good for me that 1 year in fantasy, and then we got to the postseason, and that was that. But that's my answer to it. So yes, he should, and he should take that. He should take that noise, and he should take it personal, and he should run with it. Because at this point, we're not critiquing you about what you did in the preseason, and we're not critiquing you about what you did in the regular season. You're being critiqued about when it matters, and that's the postseason.
So I 100% agree with what June said. And I watched the take myself, and it was Dave Hellman that mentioned it, you know. And when he said it, I didn't think about it. I never saw the numbers in comparison. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott's a better quarterback than Lamar or a better athlete, okay? Lamar's phenomenal, but I think the reason he gets a pass is because of the two MVPs, one being unanimous. And it's safe to say that even last year, Lamar wasn't the greatest quarterback. I don't think his numbers were the best all around to be the MVP, but he deserves the criticism because, June, like you said, when it matters most, I could give two shits if we get into, if we got the first round bye or we the wild card team. It's when you get there, what are you doing? Right? We critique all these other quarterbacks. We give Dak shit. We talk about Trevor. We talked about everybody else that's supposed to be getting paid big money and what they're not doing. And when I saw these numbers, I said, bro, this is crazy. He's below 60% completion in the postseason. And it was something that Deshaun Jackson said in the AFC Championship that he didn't blame. He said, I don't blame Lamar for that losing that game. I blame the coaching because he says Lamar will never be able to match up with Mahomes throw for throw. That's not his talent. His talent is being an escape, run the ball. I kind of didn't like that because I think Lamar has a good arm. His accuracy could be a lot better, but I think he has a stronger arm than Mahomes, to be honest. But that's just me. But when he said that, I thought about it. I said, look, the whole time after we saw the game, we said they played to what the Chiefs wanted, not the way the Ravens normally play. And I don't know. He deserves criticism. To me, and this goes back to these contract talks we had, right? All these quarterbacks want money, but what are you doing in the postseason? If I'm an owner, that's the conversation we're having. That's the conversation we're having. You're 2-4, 57%, because you round up if it's 0.5, and it's not even 0.5, it's 0.4, so 57%. Your total touchdowns and turnovers match. You're 9-9 because that's including the fumbles, and then 26 sacks. You're a two-time MVP. Why are we getting these numbers from you in the playoffs? Is what we ask ourselves. So yeah, I think he's criticism. I think that is valid. I mean, he's still a good quarterback, and you still got to prepare for him. But honestly, if I have to face the Ravens in the postseason, and I'm a defensive coordinator, or I'm on a team, I think, we got a chance to win because his numbers in the postseason are horrible. So.
And then I have another picture I'm going to post while we're on this topic really quick. 1 second, I'm airdropping it to myself right now. That they also.
Bree, hello?
Okay, can you guys hear me again? Yeah. No, because my camera froze because it was airdropping, so it went away. They also showed this on the episode of The Speak, and these are all the NFL quarterbacks with multiple NFL MVPs. Tom Brady, Jim Brown, Brett Favre, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana, Aaron Rodgers, Johnny, Kurt Warner, Steve Young. Now, on this list, Every quarterback has either won or went to a Super Bowl, but Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't say nothing. Look, look who's up there. Steve Young was part of the 49ers. He's got, I think, 4 rings, 3 rings. One he won himself. The other 2 he's a backup. Montana, we know he did. Peyton's been to 3, 1, 2. Kurt went to 2, 1, 1. Brett Favre he went to 2 and 1, 1. But he also has, I think, 3 NFL MVPs back to back. Like when you look at the players that he's up there with, I mean, it's one of those things, man, where what's stopping them? You know, the Ravens have had consistency at defense. Maybe they always have the greatest weapons, but if Flacco won a ring with the Ravens,
they made it work.
Yeah, why can't you make it work? And I get it. You know, we can throw the hat out there about Roman, the OCs and the changes, but I think they've been real patient with Lamar. You know, and you got that one year where they lost everybody in preseason, every running back, everything was gone. So
they lost another running back to preseason and broke his foot.
Yeah. So, you know, I don't know. Will he win one? Maybe. But let's be honest. So the problem in the NFL right now is not that there's no talent, is that you got to stop one team from winning. And that's the Kansas City Chiefs. And unfortunately, they got a stronghold on the NFL. You know, they all 3 Super Bowls they've won, they've been down double-digit leads and going into the half and come back and win. You know what I'm saying? And it's like one of those things where do they have enough to win against them? You know, last year you can give Snead the what's the game ball for knocking that ball out of Zay Flowers' hands at the goal line with the fumble. Remember that, which I think changed the entirety of the game at that point. And that's when they began losing and going downhill. But you know, what is it going to take for them to win? I think he'll win one. I think he will. But then again, who knows, man? Because every team gets better every year. You know, they're in the toughest division in football, the North, AFC North. And you got, if Deshaun Watson gets that 80% of what he used to be in Houston, bro, that's a problem over there. You know, that window is tight right now. It's closing for a lot of teams. It's not as easy as it was maybe a few years ago. You know, now with Burrow, if Burrow's healthy, a healthy Burrow, you know, it's AFC Championship or Super Bowl. That's what he's shown. So it's, you know, I don't know. It to me is hard, but that's a lot of good company up there.
Yeah, I agree. Then we have pictures as well. And then I know June can't stay on for long. So I have a game for both of you guys separate of how well do you know your teams, a little trivia game. So I'll start with June first before we get into pictures because I know he can't record that long. You okay with that, June?
Yeah.
So he can't say repeating now because it's specifically about his team, y'all. Disclaimer.
Here we go with the
all right,
cheating.
June. Oh, cheers.
That was code for that was code for let's cheat.
Oh, cheers.
June, and you can't look these up. First question. Okay, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. It's gonna start off super easy. Okay. Where are the Philadelphia Eagles located?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
That is correct. What was the Philadelphia Eagles' first season in the NFL? What year?
Is that 33?
What?
33.
1933, 1833, 1733?
19, ain't no 18.
1933 is correct. Okay.
Next, all right,
The
Frank, your
Philadelphia
turn.
Eagles franchise
Oh,
began
my bad.
with the NFL. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles franchise began their NFL membership with what team name?
He knows that. Y'all talk
Oh
about.
my God. No, I actually made a coin with this.
What's the answer? What was the Philadelphia Eagles franchise began their NFL membership with what team name?
No, it wasn't the Eagles.
So don't look it up.
Go ahead. Next question.
No, do you know the answer?
I do. It'll come to me. For now, no, I don't. To answer your question, no.
So got that one wrong. The correct answer is the Philadelphia Eagles.
No,
Yes. The
no.
franchise
If we
began in
look at the history,
1933. No.
Mhm.
No, their franchise began as the Philadelphia Eagles in 1933. That was their name. And then
right,
they
go ahead.
switched over to a combination, and then
Yeah, no, it wasn't the Stiegel ones.
no, yeah. So okay. The late great Reggie White wore this number as a rookie in 1985 for the Eagles.
92.
Close, 91. He switched to 92 the next season. His rookie year, he wore 91.
Pretty good. I
Yeah.
like it.
Since being called the Super Bowl, how many appearances have the Eagles made to the big game in the first 40 years of the Super Bowl era from 1967 to 2007?
4.
2.
2.
Since before 1960 and after 1960?
Between 1967 and 2007.
Okay.
You had 2. The Eagles had 2 trips to the championship game in 1981 and in 2005. Between those years. Okay. For the one season that the Eagles merged with the Pittsburgh Steelers, what was the team's name?
Eagles.
Huh?
Steagles.
The Steagles is correct. And what year did the franchise have their first winning season?
It was actually the year of the Steagles.
And
I
what
can't tell
year
you the
did the
year, but it was
franchise
that year.
have their first? No, it was when they were the Eagles in 1944. Okay, which Eagle quarterback threw for 464 yards in one game, setting a team record?
Nick Foles.
Is that your final answer?
Shake your head if I'm wrong.
The correct answer is Donovan McNabb.
You know, it's
McNabb's
funny. I was just looking at
against
the.
Green Bay Packers in December 12, 2004. The Eagles won 47-17 at Lincoln.
I was just looking at Nick Foles' 7 touchdown games against the Raiders before this.
Okay, next question. Who was the starting quarterback for the Eagles in 1972?
Yeah, I don't know.
The correct answer is Pete Lisk.
Of course, I mean Pete Liss.
Who did the Eagles play on February 6, 2005? This is a Super Bowl.
Patriots.
The New England Patriots is correct.
Got robbed.
One of the greatest wide receivers in Eagle history, Harold Carmichael, wore what number?
Oh my God. They're gonna kill me. My bad, Bird Gang. 84?
17.
Ugh. I think I got it upstairs too.
Okay, I'm about to fuck with you with this question. You ready?
Nah. Go. It's Frank's turn.
No, hold on.
You want to stay on for that because she's asking
No,
me.
I'm about to fuck up you with this question. You ready? In 2002, what was the seating capacity at the Veterans Stadium? Just round up to the nearest thousand.
Like 86,000.
65,352.
That's the vet right there.
Hmm?
That's the vet.
All right, Jim, you need to do a little bit of more research on your team, but good job. You did good. You got like 80%. You got 82% on actually.
82.3.
All right, Frank, are you ready?
Yeah, because I don't know shit, but we're gonna go. I'm gonna try to wing it. Let's go.
Okay. Where were the Patriots located before playing in New England?
Boston.
That is correct. Boston. What year did New England hire Bill Belichick as their head coach?
98.
Incorrect. 2000.
Okay, yeah. He was there as an assistant with Parcell. But yeah. 2000. I don't know why I said 98. Because they went to Super Bowl and lost to the Packers in 97.
Okay. What is the name of the New England Patriots mascot?
Oh shit. Minuteman, I don't know.
Pat Patriot.
Oh yeah. Never even need to
Minute
get a
Man.
nickname, bro. To be honest.
Okay, since you're a Tom Brady fan, I'm gonna fuck with you on this. I fucked with June on the question. I'm gonna fuck with you on this question. How old was Tom Brady when he played in Super Bowl on February 4th, 2018?
And 18?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
What is L11? That's 52. Super Bowl 52.
Yeah.
How old was Tom Brady when he played in Super Bowl 52? Years and days.
Hold on.
Because the answer has years and in days.
Oh man. 40?
How many days approximately?
I don't know, like 150 days. I don't know. I think it's 40 though. I don't.
You were close. 40 years, 185 days.
I
I'm
know.
going to give that to you. The Patriots set a record in Super Bowl 52 with the most total team yards. How many yards did they have?
505 passing yards.
Nope, that is incorrect. 613 yards.
Oh, total because of rushing. Okay, yeah, my bad. Brady broke his own record in that game. That's right.
Okay, who was the first New England Patriots quarterback to be voted to the Pro Bowl?
Drew Bledsoe.
That's correct. Tom Brady set an NFL record by throwing how many touchdowns in a 2007 regular season?
50.
That's correct. And what year did the New England Patriots select Deion Branch in the NFL draft?
2002.
Incorrect. 2001.
They won. Super Bowl MVP Deion Branch, by the way.
Who hit Tom Brady to drop the ball in the infamous tuck rule play in 2001 Snow Bowl playoff game?
Was it Charles Woodson?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to say Fletcher Cox hit him too in the Super Bowl, knocking out his hand, halting a drive.
How many times was Troy Brown a Super Bowl winner?
3.
3 is correct. Who started 15 games at quarterback for the New England Patriots in 2020?
2020, wasn't that Cam Newton?
Cam Newton is correct. Why is this shit glitching? Hold on, Frank. Hold on. My apologies. My shit is like glitching. It's probably like one of those like fake ass websites. What uniform number? Oh my fucking God. What uniform number did the New England Patriot retire the NFL great Gino Cappelletti?
I don't know that.
Number 20.
20. Okay. I was about to say like 60 something. What position you played? It doesn't say.
I don't know. It doesn't say. And last question, Corey Dillon set the New England Patriots all-time single-season rushing record in 2004 of what?
1,000 yards?
1,634 yards.
Ah, Jesus. Jeez, problem. Everything was nice.
Did good. You got 84%.
Look, I did okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to struggle.
Now we got some pictures. Oh, we gotta do that picture because that picture is iconic. All right, so the first one, this is FanDuel's top 10 wide receivers in NFL history. You have at number 10, Tyreek Hill, at number 9, Steve Largent, at number 8, Antonio Brown, at number 7, Don Hudson, at number 6, Larry Fitzgerald, at number 5, Marvin Harrison, at number 4, Terrell Owens, at number 3, Calvin Austin, at number 2, Randy Moss, and at number 1, Jerry Rice. Do we agree with this FanDuel's top 10 wide receivers in NFL history list?
No, I don't agree with it at all. You can go one with Rice and Moss. You can swap them if you want. I'm not mad about that. But Terrell Owens was a problem, and I in my opinion, should be above Calvin Johnson. Marvin Harrison. It just for me, yeah, that's I don't agree with that.
Okay, number placements, I agree, but these 10 players, do you agree? I say yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about people that changed the game, right? I like the fact they have Antonio Brown up there too, because some people won't even touch Antonio Brown or bring him up, but he was a problem. He was a game changer. So yeah, I agree with the names. You could have you could put other people up there if you wanted to like dig deep what they meant for their teams, whatever metric they were using. But yeah, I think this is good. June?
I think it's legit. I mean, Tyreek Hill, I think he I mean, this is history. So, it's kind of hard because Tyreek Hill to me is just gonna keep on building and building and building. But I would easily put Tyreek Hill probably at number 6, above all those. And man, I just wish that Fitzgerald would have won one. That's one player that I always wish he won one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He always stayed out the damn the drama. You know, he was
The
never a
media.
problem, and he
He
was a
was
hell of a
good,
player.
talented, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he definitely belongs up there as far as everybody else. Don't remember too much about Hudson, so I'm not gonna sit here and bash him. And Steve Largent.
So
So yeah,
I just thought about it. Why Hopkins ain't up there?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got he
Yeah,
consistently great. Hell, I think he won the whole season without not even dropping a pass. So you gotta, I don't know. Yeah, Larry Fitzgerald. You said him, right, June? You said, yeah, Fitzgerald to me, man.
yeah.
He to me, he could easily be top 5 just off the fact that he was a great player. Never heard nothing about him. He was consistently good, durable. The dude was great. I wish he would have won a ring. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, man, that sucks.
All right, so this is Madden's 25 team overall rankings, all 32 teams.
Yeah, I play Madden, so I mean, I think
Do
that's
you
right.
agree?
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, Chiefs and 49 should be up there. The Ravens up there. Yeah.
All right, which wide receiver core would you have? New England Patriots or Buffalo Bills? So for New England, you have Kendrick Bourne, Jalen Pope, Demario Douglas, and Javon Baker. For the Buffalo Bills, you have Curtis Samuel, Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir, and then MSV. All fairly new wide receiver cores.
I'm gonna go with my team.
The same division.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my team. I've seen Bourne play. Polk and Baker are, are rookies. Demario Douglas, I think, is going in second year, third year. So I'll go with that. Yo, they got
June?
2 wide receivers down there.
Yeah, I was gonna unfortunately say Buffalo. Sorry, Frank. I'm going Buffalo.
No, that's cool.
Yeah,
Jim?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots. Valdez Scantling is hurt, so I will
He's
go with the
hurt.
Patriots. Yeah, yeah, he was hurt.
I mean, last year
I
for the
think,
Chiefs, he struggled. He showed up in the Super Bowl, made a catch, but I guess when it mattered most, he did what it did, you know?
so he suffered a neck injury. It's not serious, but yeah, he was out.
Mm.
So I mean, neck injury. You know how you never know how they could go.
Oh, we'll see.
All right. So this was a big talk in the media. So this is from Darrell Doucet. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's part of the USA flag football team.
Mhm.
For the but he said, I think it's disrespectful that they just automatically assume that they're able to just join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game to get to the Olympics. Give the guys who helped this game get to where it is at their respect. So basically, what he's stating is that the NFL players shouldn't just have a free ride to be a part of the Olympic team. It should be considered with the flag football team, CFL, XFL, and whatnot. They He was really upset that they used Jalen Hurts as the ad for the face of introducing NFL. Meaning thinking that, but not directly at Jalen Hurts, but he was the NFL player who was the face of the commercial for the introduction. So NFL players automatically think, oh, they're going to make it on the team versus people who there's more than one football league in America. And that's basically what he's saying. But he was eating it up and then just became super messy on Twitter and it was saying like, I don't even know. He pulled the trick, like, oh, I don't even know if that person's even good, or oh, I barely watched them play. Like he fed into his narrative. So what are your thoughts about his quote? I think it's disrespectful that they just automatically assume that they're able to just join the Olympic team because of the person that they are. They didn't help grow this game to get to the Olympics. Give the guys who helped this game impact. Give the guys who helped the game get to where it is their respect. On NFL players playing in the 2028 LA games.
I agree. It is disrespectful. And I'm gonna say it's disrespectful because like you're neglecting the people that were there from the ground up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we also got to be realistic. If you want to promote something to be great, you're gonna use the faces that people know. They're gonna go to Jalen Hurts. They're gonna go to Patrick Mahomes. You got even veteran players like Brady. I think Brady made a comment about if he had to play flag football, who he brings with him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these players, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna market the players that people know. I don't know this guy Darrell Doucette. I never even heard of him. You know what I'm
Yes, but there's an official NFL flag football team.
saying? Yeah,
So that's why he finds it disrespectful, because in the Olympics it's flag football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, so when he's saying they didn't help grow this game or give the guys who helped this game get to where it is at their respect, he wasn't talking about like NFL players. He's talking about the official NFL flag football
Yeah, that's
team.
what I'm saying. That's why I said it's disrespectful to just not mention them. But what I'm trying to say is the flip side to that is about marketing and branding.
Mm-hmm.
Know those guys because they haven't made it. The NFL
their games aren't even televised.
Exactly. Yeah. You're not promoting it. So if I want to endorse, I want to build a hype around this the Olympics coming to the United States in LA 2028 flag football. It'd be the first time it's being done, right?
Yeah, flag football. Yep.
So
There's a few.
what exactly? So when you look at the NBA team and you look at the NBA team for the Olympics, you're not looking at the people in the G League. You know what I'm saying? What you see on the court is every major player that we have that's amazingly great. I understand that you don't have different basketball leagues. You only have the NBA, but NFL does have the XFL, UFL, AAFL, all these other different ones, and I get that. I do agree it is disrespectful to kind of just not mention them and give them give them and not make them known. And I think it is disrespectful for NFL players to think, oh, we can just go play flag football. It's very different. So
it's super different.
But I also see what the NFL is doing because they're marketing the players that people know. If you go overseas, London, Mexico, wherever you want to go, you're not going to see a Darrell Doucette jersey, but you're going to see most likely Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, all these other different people. That's what they're doing, just marketing the people that know. I mean,
so before June goes, I'm also going to bring up that he went on a podcast, or he talked to TMZ Sports via Zoom, and he quoted at the end of this, because they talked to him about, his comments and why he's so frustrated. He said, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm better than Patrick Mahomes because of my IQ of the game. But looking at his videos, I'll show you guys some, because FanDuel tweeted Darrell Doucette might actually be better than Patrick Mahomes and posted a lot of his flag football clips. But that statement put all of Twitter in an uproar, him saying that he thinks he's better than Patrick Mahomes because of his IQ. But he's if you search his name on Twitter, you'll see like all the clips and stuff. That's what I just did.
I heard that, and James Jones, I don't know if he was being funny or not. He said something where he thinks that these black football players will give the NFL players a run for their money. And it's because of how they line up, the difference in formation, different rules, the speed. You got to grab a flag. You know what I'm saying? It's not as easy as people think it is. So I agree. I'm not saying he's better than Patrick Mahomes, but again, respect everybody and they do right. You know what I'm saying? Don't don't just because it's Patty Mahomes is different, you know?
Yeah. In the post. I'm sending 2 clips to the podcast. June, what are your thoughts on his Patrick Mahomes comment and then his quote right here? And again, June, he wasn't coming for Jalen Hurts.
Honestly, I didn't even know who he was. And this whole thing made him somewhat relevant and now a talking point in a podcast. So, I mean, my guy, if this is what it's going to take to put flag football into the Olympics and let them make some noise, then ride the wave, make the team, and be a standout player. Right now, it isn't happening. You could, I don't even know flag football. You can put flag football on right now, and he could be playing, and I'm gonna be like, all right, that's cool. If this is what it's gonna take to get flag football known, then ride the wave, my guy. It
Mm-hmm.
ain't, it ain't, it ain't, it don't make no sense to bash in the process because when the time comes, the Olympics are not going to want any type of drama or antics when it comes to the Olympics. So ride the wave, make some noise, take over. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some players that teams are not going to allow to play because they don't want to risk injury. So that's just my sense on it. And yes, it's a whole different sport. Your IQ, everybody's IQ, in my opinion, could be great, but when you're out there in that field and you're putting it to work, the actions are always going to speak different volumes.
So what I just learned is that the U.S. national football team, which is the flag football team, they play other countries' flag football teams in the summertime. So maybe because he has experience against other countries' flag football teams, he, you know, he would want to get a shot because he plays them every summer. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, it's look, again, I'm being honest. This is their team. You got to give credit where credit's due, right? This is their specialty. So nobody's taking away. And I couldn't understand where he feels is disrespect. Listen, I've been doing this, I've been playing, and y'all don't even talk about us. Y'all just think that these guys are gonna come off a football field onto this flag football field and make a big impact, you know. So I get what he's saying, and I understand it, but like June said, you got people talking about you. The Olympics is about trash talking. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think I've seen in basketball people talk shit to each other. It's not like what you see in the NBA, you know. So I don't know. It is disrespectful. I understand where he's coming from, but I understand from a marketing standpoint and money standpoint, what's matter at the end of the day, who's gonna get people to come to the game? A team of people they don't know, or you say you're gonna put people up there that they do know, even if you don't put them in the game or not, you know?
Right.
So the U.S. men's and women's made it to the flag football world championship game that is happening next weekend.
And that's interesting. It's happening next
in
week,
Finland. In
and
Finland.
nobody's talking about it.
Yep, they're going to Finland.
And I guarantee you, if you
now they're getting some noise made because he just put those teams basically not kind of put them on a map talking about it because now people are trying to figure out who is he, you know?
Yeah.
Like the U.S. national football team posted, you may have read about Darrell House Doucette recently, but this is what he does. And their tweet is doing some numbers. Even Peyton Manning is sending some encouraging words to our U.S. national flag football team before the World Championship. So he sent a video. So he's kind of putting them out there, you know?
Yep.
By the controversy. So
yeah, I just feel like you gotta.
all right, do we agree with this tier list? Best quarterback since 2020.
Hell
Tier 1.
no. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No.
I didn't even agree.
No.
The tears.
No. You ain't got to. The fact that you put Mahomes over Brady when
Tier
Brady
one.
when
Patrick.
he's one of two quarterbacks that's beat this dude in the playoffs and done it multiple times on two different teams, and you got him below Patrick Mahomes. Now that's
Tier one.
disrespectful. That is disrespectful. It don't matter. You can read the team.
Bro,
The fact that they have Tom Brady.
They forgot. Hold on. They forgot to add something.
dude, they put Derek Carr over Drew Brees.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, bro. Come on.
How do
They put CJ Stroud over Drew Brees. And it's all love with CJ Stroud, but come on, my guy.
Yeah, and he didn't even. Come on, man. Come on,
Can
man.
y'all see this?
No.
I mean, we see the best quarterbacks.
You don't see me writing?
No.
No.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I can't see that.
Tier 0.
You see? Okay, you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it now.
All right.
Mm.
Hold on.
Bro, no. Come on. Brady won a fucking MVP. Won a Super Bowl in that time frame. Like, what are you talking about?
Eli Manning's not even on here.
Then when he retired, though, I think he retired before 2020. Not Tier 0, Darrell Doucette.
They forgot him.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
the guy who's better than Tom or Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, you got okay. So let's be honest, right? Let's okay. Read the tiers out, Bree, so we can talk about this because this is
Okay, hold on. I want to trash clear all my drawings. Okay. Alrighty. So tier 1, you have Patrick Mahomes. Tier 2, you have Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson. Tier 3, you have Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Russell Wilson, Jalen Hurts. Tier 4, you have Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, Brock Purdy, CJ Stroud. Tier 5, you have Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, Tua Tagovailoa, Baker Mayfield, Ben Roethlisberger, Drew Brees, Jordan Love. Those two are wild. And then tier 6, you have Ryan Tannehill, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Ryan, Geno Smith, Carson Wentz, Jimmy G. That's also wild. Andy Dalton and Justin Fields. Jimmy G took the 49ers to the Super Bowl in 2020.
Yeah, he did.
Jimmy G also took him to the NFC Championship game twice.
Yeah, I don't understand. Again, I don't understand how you put.
I didn't make it, Frank.
I know.
If I would have made it, Benjamin Todd Roethlisberger along with Darrell Doucette would have been in tier 0.
Shut the fuck up. Listen, the fact that you have Brock Purdy in tier what?
4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
Look, okay, Russell Wilson tier 3.
Since 2020, this is not like all time. Since 2020 to present, Russell Wilson is not a tier 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get at. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, let's not do this.
Kirk Cousins 2020 to present is not a tier 3.
There is no place in the world, right, where Thomas Edward Patrick Brady is on a tier and he's below Patrick Mahomes. Okay, this look on speak. The minute you bring up Brady on, they're like, we don't talk about Brady, and don't even mention Patrick because he's winning. No. Listen, this is bias. Whoever made this is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Did Nick Wright do this?
No, I don't know. I thought so. I maybe thought so because look at where Ben Roethlisberger is, and he talked all that shit about him. So yeah, that's my theory. You know. All right, next one. Best
That's
NFL
crazy.
defenses in today's 2020 in the NFL today 2024 early prediction. Do we agree with this?
Yeah, I can.
I can't.
Why?
I do not believe that every team in tier 3, which is the Vikings, Bears, Packers, Saints, Dolphins, Jags, Titans, are going to have a better defense than the Eagles and the Rams.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the Bears defense is pretty good.
Yeah, they're decent, but I don't think their defense is going to top the Eagles defense and Rams defense.
Who the Rams got? Aaron Donald left.
I know, but they also just picked up Jarrett Verse and Fisk.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta see.
Verse was the top defensive player in college.
I know Bears defense is solid. Jags defense, I don't know. Titans either. I don't know. I don't know.
But do we have faith in a Raiders defense in tier 2?
I kind of do. Crosby at the line. You got a defensive head coach who's I'm not so.
But I will put him down in tier 3.
Yeah, I don't. The reason I say I'm okay with it is because I'm looking at tier 1 and I believe that that's accurate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, anything below that doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Now the Chiefs, they lost Snead, but they got Chris Jones. So I don't know, but as tier 1 to me is fine, is great. You have the top 5 defenses, I think, from last year in there, except with the Jets making a push up. But I think the Jets is up there too because you finally get a guy, you get Aaron Rodgers to play offense, so the defense might have more of a chance to stop the next team if they constantly throwing the ball and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I got to look at it. I mean, Giants defense got better. They've added players, so I think it's fine. I don't see the top tier is what I'm looking at, and I think that's fine.
But you'll put Giants defense even though they got better over the Eagles? I would move the Eagles up. I would honestly move the Eagles up to tier 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would see. I don't know, and it's because they've patched up what they needed help with on the defense, but we haven't seen it in action yet. You see what I'm saying? I think that's what's going on with it. A lot of things with the Cowboys, they didn't make any changes either. You know what I mean? Like they still got Mike out there, they got Trayvon Diggs, but who did they add other than that? You know what I'm saying? Like they haven't added nothing else. So I would probably move the Cowboys down, to be honest. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's fine. It's based on what they have on paper. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens.
June, your thoughts?
No, I agree. You know, as much as I want to move these Eagles up, I think that that secondary, I have to see it in action, and as long as they can hold up in the first half of the season, we could definitely revisit this and see where they land.
Okay. All right. Devon Achane, I don't know. I think I said Achane, has had as many 40-yard runs in his rookie year as Reggie Bush had it in 11 seasons. That's amazing.
That is amazing. But
they look alike.
Yeah, but was Reggie Bush really known for running up the gut like that? I remember him more another pass catching back. You know what I'm saying? He was good. Don't get me wrong. I like Reggie Bush. I do, but a change of more running back. Like the dude's a stud out there. So, you know.
Yeah. June, any thoughts?
No, same thing. I mean, I don't think that Reggie Bush had a horrible career. He won the Super Bowl now, but with Breeze.
Yep. Had a great year.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, he had a great year. I think he had a great career, like overall, from college all the way to NFL. But no, I mean, I think it's impressive. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's gonna take away from Reggie Bush to. Because who was it? Who was back there with Reggie Bush? Was it Ingram at the time or no?
I don't know. Ingram wasn't on the team with that. It was Ingram and Kamara that were the 1 and 2.
The 1-2s.
Yeah.
Okay. This one I cannot wait for. So we gotta take a shot first to it. Everyone. June.
Oh, whatever's left.
Cheers.
I got it here.
All right, you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite picture. Okay, you're boarding a 7-hour flight. Where do you sit? So you have 5A open, 5E open, 4B open, 4D, 3A, 3D, 2C, 2F, 1D, and 1B. So where are you guys sitting on a 7-hour flight? Who are you sitting next to?
Until I saw the bottom row, you had me at 5A.
Next to Nick Saban and Bill Belichick.
But then I saw Brady and Eli. I said, "Oh, that's got to be a good ride."
You're gonna sit in the middle of them two
Yeah, hell yeah.
for 7 hours in the middle.
Yeah, the middle.
We know June love a window seat.
Yeah, I don't like. See, I like an aisle seat, but I would. The reason I would sit if I went with 5A, which is what's really calling my name, is because you get to discuss history with Belichick and Nick Saban. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you're gonna get so much out of it.
I don't want to fucking do that for 7 hours. I want to fucking laugh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh and I'm gonna sit in 2F next to.
No, I would sit next to Brady and Eli, man. I have a blast there talking shit.
But I could look over my shoulder and talk shit with them. But sitting next to T.O. and Shannon Sharp, I would probably fucking laugh the whole time. Or I can sit in 4D and talk with Keon Coleman.
Yeah, I looked at that too.
And he's gonna make me fucking laugh too.
I don't think I could sit next to Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid for 7 fucking hours.
No.
Patrick Mahomes, Kermit the Frog all the time. June,
what about next to Kelsey and Taylor Swift? They're gonna be making out the whole time.
They probably making out and he's rubbing her thigh and stuff. No. Who you got, June?
I'm gonna go sit. I'm gonna sit 1B, man. You know, I want to hear these two. I want to get their insights. I want to see if Brady could, somehow get me to one of his podcast shows or something like that. So I would sit down there with Eli too. I want to get. I think Eli, he's smart. He's a smart dude. He did his thing. I'm gonna sit down there with them two cats.
He's a clown.
Yeah, bro. I think that the top seats will definitely be 1B, which is Eli and Brady. But that's the front of the plane, y'all. Because aisles 1, it goes front to back.
Yeah. And that's another reason because I want to get off the plane first, you know what I mean?
So I would definitely sit in 1B, but I'm going to go 2F. One, I have a window seat to where I could just lean my head and take a nap. But I can also laugh as well with those two. And then I can cuss out Deion Sanders for kicking the back of my seat.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna I'm doing 1B, man. Talk with Brady and Eli.
No one wants to sit with the Harbaugh brothers? No,
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good.
What about Marshawn Lynch and George Kittle?
That'd be a weird conversation, but that'd be cool, I guess.
They'll be behind me.
Yeah. What about Tyreek Hill and Mike McDaniel? No, Mike McDaniel gives me cringy vibes, you know. I think Kirk Cousins and Keon is also good. It's different, but I think it will be good.
You know you're gonna laugh with Keon. You're gonna be laughing the whole time with Keon.
Yeah, the whole fucking time. I can see him right now yelling across the plane because Bill and Nick Saban gonna be old and they're gonna be sleeping. And one of them gonna be snoring and he's gonna tell him to shut the fuck up. All right. Running backs with the highest broken tackle rate.
I saw this.
Jaylen Warren at 18.1%, James Conner at 13%, Jerome Ford at 12.7%, Devon at 12.6%, Najee at 11.8%, Travis Etienne at 11.6%, Jahmyr Gibbs with 11.5%, Kyron Williams with 10.1%, Kenneth Walker with 10%, Khalil Herbert with 9.8%, Zach with 9.3%, DeAndre Swift with 9.2, Brian Robinson with 9, Brees Hall 8.5, Jonathan Taylor 8.3.
You know who I know? That's people that how they break the high, like breaking tackles, right? And yeah, so Pacheco's not up there. That's crazy. Pacheco be running hard. Like he be running like he about to run through walls.
And that's all we have for today.
Yeah, I like this. Next week we're gonna be talking about 53-man rosters and shit. Have some drafts under our belts. We can discuss that, man. But look, another great week. Good topics here. Not much going on, right now. Surprisingly, there's been injuries, but not as much as I thought they probably would be. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
All right. That's good too, man.
Yeah, that is. But you got players that haven't been at camp also the whole time. Like CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase hasn't played. Brandon Ayuk is still out there with his saga continue, and it's like, man, what's gonna happen when they get in the game?
Yep.
So I hope nobody gets hurt because that's a game changer. Week 1, week 2. Look at the Jets last year with Aaron. So anyway, Bree, thank you for the topics, man. I had a good time. Till next week, June.
You think Aaron is gonna come out with the flag this year?
I hope not. Aaron.
No.
Aaron's frustrating, bro. Aaron is so frustrating, man. It is. He's petty. He doesn't get criticized enough. He does.
I thought we killed him. I think our first and second year in the podcast. I think we criticized the shit out of him
Oh,
a lot.
we do, but a lot of people don't.
Right. It's gonna be interesting if he come out with that flag, man.
Well, clearly you don't want to repeat nothing you did last year. But look how it went for you. But they're playing San Francisco, right?
Damn, that's gonna be a hell of a game.
You think so? I don't know. We could talk about that next week. All the week 1 games, which ones we think are gonna be crazy. Go ahead, Bree, close it out.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to Frank Presents the Play Call. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, tell all your friends about us. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will talk to y'all some next time. Bye. Bye, June.